welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me, and ultimately thank you so much for gracing your presence here on my channel. I truly appreciate it now that I've been gone for like a month and I get to come back and still express my gratitude. I just want to say thank you. So let's get into it, because we all know how YouTubers work, or people that, want to record. Some days we do, some days we don't, just depending on how we feel. But I feel like this past month has been a struggle, has been very challenging with my emotions, hormones flying everywhere, just everything that's happening in the world, trying to adjust my head around it. So I just needed some time to actually digest it all before I come back and be peppy and be myself. I want to make sure I'm myself and that I'm genuine and that I'm giving you guys what you need. Okay, so right now I have on a scarf. This will be like I'll do my 6 month. I'll start with my 6 month. But I'm wearing my scarf. I've actually been wearing a lot of scarves lately because I've just been feeling it. Like ever since one of my subscribers here commented, she was like, "Oh, I've been using scarves, just to deck it up and everything like that." I was like, I have been too, and I kind of told her that, using scarves, you don't want to hide your beauty, you want to enhance it. You want to make sure that you're not using a scarf to like depend on, because you want to feel that beauty is a necessity when you have locks, because natural beauty is more important, which is why I don't have on any makeup, but whatever. But I want to kind of apologize to her, because I feel like I kind of stated, you just don't want to hide behind scarves, but I didn't take in consideration that she may have been coming from a different angle, which could be that, yeah, I'm wearing scarves, but it may not be to the fact that I'm necessarily hiding my beauty. It's just the fact that I want to protect and cover my locks the best way I know how. So that's why, I just want to apologize for the misunderstanding, even though I didn't say anything bad, or, I just, from my negligence, I felt like, dang, she probably just wears scarves just to protect them and to keep the energy inside and to keep it captivated within her. Not thinking, instead I was thinking from the opposition of like, oh, people wear scarves to hide their locks because they're insecure about the way they look, and that may be the case. I don't know, but when I come to you guys, or when I comment, I want to make sure I'm coming from different angles. I just don't want to box you guys in and say, oh, she's insecure, or she's afraid, or she's hiding something because of her locks. I want to make sure I look at all angles, because that's how you fully understand people. That's how you fully understand someone and their hair and what they do with it, is when you can look at different angles and be like, okay, well, maybe it's this or maybe it's this, but let me come from it from an objective point of view. But I know for me, I think the reason why I said it was because for me, in the beginning, I would wear scarves to kind of hide and shadow my locks within. So that's why I was like, I know I've done it out of fear and insecurity, so maybe she's doing it because of that as well. But you also have to look at the other side, that scarves are historically beautiful for Black women. So it's maybe she's tapping into her ancestry, or we tap into a lot of different energies when we wear scarves. So there's multiple reasons why somebody can wear a scarf, or not just one. So I love you, girl. I don't remember your name, but I don't want to shout you out. I don't want to like target you or anything. I know you probably took it lightly when I said it, because it was very encouraging, but I just want to make sure that when I come to you guys, I come to you guys very fully and I understand, and not coming as direct or targeting one side versus the other, right? So that's what I want to say about that, because I've been wearing my scarves, and I've been wearing them mostly to protect my hair, because especially with this pandemic and everything going on, there's so many negative vibrations out there. There's so many different energies and opinions and thoughts and views and characters out there. So it's like, for me, I want to make sure, I feel like my locks to me are very spiritual. It has a spiritual purpose. It teaches me to grow in many different ways. So if I'm holding my locks, my crown, my embodiment to the highest it can be, then I need to protect it, you know, occasionally. Maybe when my locks get longer, I would probably wear them out. But now that I can work from home, I don't have to be on a campus site. I don't necessarily need to wear my locks out. I feel like, you know, locks are very precious. They're very beautiful. And they're very special. So, you know, you have to treat them as such. And they'll kind of favor you back into that same belief. So that's why I've been wearing scarves. Really been into it. Different kind of scarves. Just been going, searching for different kind of scarves, head wraps, and just trying to embody my wholehearted beauty and not want to basically be the face of locks. Like, you know, I don't want to say, oh, my locks are my beauty. You know, they're a part of my beauty. You know, my inside, my intuition, my intellect, my emotions, you know, my character, my beliefs, my morals. Those are what make up your beauty, not just one particular thing, in my opinion. So for me, it's like, if I don't have to focus on my locks, because, you know, when you're driving down the road and your locks are out, you're looking in the mirror, checking to see if it's sticking up, if it's laying down correctly. Or if you're out in the store, if you're driving to the store, before you go into the store, you're checking the mirror to make sure. But now when you have on a scarf, locks are not really the focus. When you have on a head wrap, locks are really not the focus. It's more so of, you know, how you feel and what's going on and how you're being present in your natural world, right? So that's why I've been wearing scarves. And my 6 months, I haven't been paying attention to my hair as much, and by that I mean, like, I'll probably, in the beginning, I was moisturizing it twice a day. Then I went to once a day, just because I felt like it didn't need it as much, or because I felt like sometimes locks do its best work when it's a little bit drier. Now, I'm not saying like scorched throat, parched dry. I'm just saying, you know, just a little bit dry to where they can lock up, maneuver around, twist and turn and bend and do all the things that it naturally wants to do. Because, you know, if we didn't have all these products, what would our hair do naturally? You know, so I have a couple things that I've been using. I definitely have my spray bottle, which is just aloe vera and water. It has no more protein in it. Has maybe a little bit from the previous batch, but just aloe vera and water. And my hair has been soaking up some water. Like, it loves it. It's just, it thrives off of water. Our body thrives off of water. Our mind thrives off of water. Our soul feels and, you know, loves water. So it's like, water is very purifying and very benefiting to a lot of different parts of our body, including our hair. So my hair has been soaking up, loving it. And I kind of, you know, went on the bandwagon of rose water, right? So I got this TGIN Rose Water Curl Refresher. And I can say, and as you can see, it's that much full, that much empty, however you want to look at it. And I can say that this has been a game changer. It's actually helping my hair grow a little bit faster. Now, I'm not going to say I'm reaching maximum growth each month, but I am reaching a substantial amount of growth that I can see a significant change. Like, especially when I'm retightening my hair, right? But the reason why I went to rose water is because in my first lock journey, I was using cucumber and aloe and green tea water that you can get from Ulta. It's actually a facial mist, but I was using it for my locks, and my locks were loving it. So I was like, I want to go back to what my hair loves, what my hair naturally feels for. And now that Ulta is closed and a lot of these places are closed, I'm not able to go to inside the store and pick up the product. You have to do like curbside, and it takes an hour and all this kind of stuff. So I was like, I'll just wait till Sally Beauty open up and I can go get something that's similar. So that's the reason why I have gone to rose water. Now, to me, rose water is not the same as regular water, because it has a little bit more minerals and a little bit more oils within it. So for someone who's like, isn't rose water just water with essentials in it, or isn't rose water just plain water with fermented roses in it? When you think of rose water, when you first get introduced to it, you think it doesn't have any significance to it until you actually start to use it, and you're like, okay, I see what the hype is about. But I can say that it's very light. So if you have small locks, thick locks, or however your locks form, it can feel like it's drying out your hair or it's doing nothing for your hair. So that's why I have to add a little bit water and aloe to kind of have it absorb it just a little bit more. Now, if my locks are just like, it's during the day, I'm giving my hair a little plump, hair lift, then I just might go ahead and spray this without the extra water, just to kind of let it do what it wants to. But I can say this, to me, rose water helps mat the hair because it's so light and it has it's like a mist, so it's not going to be so heavy on the hair, which causes the hair to absorb the nutrients, but as well as take its natural state with it, right? So that's that. I know in the beginning I introduced you guys to the Maxim Relief No More Itch Growth Spray by the Jamaican Mango and Lime line. And I haven't been using it as much because my hair hasn't been as itchy. I feel like my hair is now trained to act a certain way, to twist a certain way, to lock a certain way, right? So I haven't been using this as much, if you can see. But it does work. So if you're someone that just started their journey, or you've been into your journey and your hair is really itchy, your hair is really dry, I would definitely recommend this, just to train your hair into performing the way you want it. And then after a while you really don't need it, or you'll need it maybe every once in a while, which is why it's not full, but it's not completely empty, because I used it a lot in the beginning and then I kind of weaned myself off of it because I didn't need it as much, because my hair didn't become as dry, wasn't as itchy, wasn't as irritating. It kind of just started to form on its own, right? So the next thing is something that I picked up, and this is what I've been using in my essential spray bottle, and I love essential oils. So I was at TJ Maxx and I was just looking at this, and I've always been wanting something like this, but this is lavender oil with actual lavender plant in it, if you can see. And this to me is phenomenal. Is it necessarily needed? No, you don't need pretty much anything for your hair, but we choose to put stuff in our hair because it makes us feel good. Sometimes it smells good, and it can be beneficial to our growth, our hair growth, right? So I got this because it's very hydrating. It's not light, but it's not heavy. A lot of these oils, like castor oil, avocado oil, sometimes even coconut oil, which I don't use, can be very heavy to the hair. But the lavender oil is very lightweight. Sometimes it can be too light depending on your preference. You might have to add an extra oil. But I just use this for the smell. I like for my hair to smell good, because when you have water and then aloe and that sits for a while, your hair smells like what it's been sitting like, right? And then the rose water, of course, brings a different smell to it. but even that, you know, can be too strong. So I just want a sensual sensation with my hair. So I just chose something that's very earthy, very herb based. So I chose the lavender oil, and like I said, I've been wanting it for a while, just for preferential reasons. So I got that, and I've been loving it. I've been enjoying it. I've only been using it for like 2 days, so I can't really tell you what difference it's making, but I use it for my face, I use it for my body, I use it for my hair, my hands. So when I buy something, I try to have it for multiple purposes, not just one purpose, so I can get the best use out of it, especially if I'm spending my hard-earned coin on it, right? Okay. So I'm going to take my scarf down so you can actually see what my hair is doing. I didn't plan on it, but I feel like how can you do an update without showing what your hair is actually doing, right? Okay. So let's take this down. And this is not done, this scarf wasn't done any special way. I just twisted it up and rolled it around. So, as you can see, my hair is a lot longer. Excuse me. If I spray some water on it, it'll lay flatter, and it nearly touches my ear. So not the ball of it, but the tip. Well, this one does. You can see. Hopefully you can see. So that it touches my ear. I feel like this is like too high up. Okay, that's better. Yeah, so my hair, it's not as frizzy as it was in the beginning, but there still is frizz at the end of it. So I feel like it's still kind of solidifying itself, wrapping the hairs around each other, but it's not bothering me as much. Yes, I've been letting my hair grow out, but I've also been retightening it every 2 weeks. Depends, because sometimes every 2 weeks my hair has been grown out so much that it just needs a little touch up, and sometimes it doesn't. So, you know, I try not to do once a month, because once a month when I retighten my hair, my hair gets so tense. And I guess because there's so much hair, so much new growth, that as you're retightening it, whether you do it tight or not, it's kind of pulling on your hair because there's so much hair to compact together, right? So I've been doing it like every 2 weeks or so. And I know people are like, oh, you shouldn't do it, you shouldn't do it. But to me, it just depends on your preference and what your hair can handle. Now, if your hair is really thin, you have fine, coarse hair, maybe every 2 weeks isn't good for you, because your hair is thinner than coarse hair, which is thicker and can grasp the different strands a lot. I don't want to say easier, but faster, right? So not that your hair won't do it, it just will do it in a different way. My hair, if you really want to categorize it, it's, I guess, 4C in that area. But I like to say it's very coarse. It's thick, it's nappy, and it's tough, okay? So, yeah, so for me, retwisting it or retightening it every 2 weeks is not doing any damage thus far, and I'm gonna say it won't, because I'm just gonna speak that into existence. I believe in that kind of thing, because I believe if you take care of your hair will take care of you. If you do the right thing, your hair will do the right thing for you. So that's what my hair is looking like. It's clearly it's getting up there in length. I do have some thicker ones. See, as you can see, this is just 2 weeks of new growth right there. I think 1 week, 1.5. And this is the other side. So what am I able to do with my hair? I'm able to put it in 2 small pigtails. I'm able to braid it back if I really wanted to, but I have to use pins and rubber bands because it is short, so it's not going to braid all the way back. I'm able to Bantu knot it, but I was able to do that within like 2 or 3 months, so that's nothing different. Also, I've been washing my hair pretty regularly, just because I noticed one day, I think I went 2 weeks, or at least, yeah, I think it was like almost 2 weeks without washing my hair. And there was little balls of like dirt in my hair, and I've never seen that with my locks or my hair in general. So I was like, no, we're not going to rock around with stink hair or just dirty hair in general. So I just started washing it more regularly and paying more attention to my hair. So I'll wash it maybe every other day, every 2 days, once a week. Try not to go longer than a week. It's just sometimes washing your hair, it just takes so much energy. You don't feel like doing it all the time. I don't know why, I guess my camera shut off on me, but hopefully it got all the data, because this is a lot of work to do. Videos like this all the time, it's a lot of work. Just to get yourself, anyway. So that's my 6-month update. That's what my hair has been doing. We're definitely going to keep a watch on it, keep paying close attention to it. My 7th month is literally next week. So I'll come back again to let you guys know if there's been any changes. If not, I'll still come back. Because like I said, you know, I'm someone that even though this is my 2nd go around, I still want to know from month to month how my hair has been reacting and changing. Because I know it's helpful for other people, because I know I like to watch lock videos too that are month to month, so I can know, you know, what to expect, what's the difference, you know. So my camera is not wanting to act right, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and like this video for me. Give me a big thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe before you leave. I'd love to see you back here again, and let's just talk, get some good energy going, some healthy conversations flowing, so we can help empower and strengthen this world that we live in. Alright? Because if we're not helping each other grow, we're depleting our human race. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. I'll see you next time.